afternoon. I'm just checking. Okay, so we have everyone here with us. We have 12 participants. All right, so I'm going to introduce myself for the ones who don't know me. My name is Lina Joshe. I'm the Sales and Education Consultant at All Prints, and we are proudly presenting Qubits Learning. We are the exclusive distributors of the ICT Qubits Learning. We have Mona here, who's going to be presenting who's going to be doing the presentation. We also have Dr. Ghada Zaidan. Dr. Ghada, are you here? Can you hear me? All right, so I think you can start.
So thank you everyone once again. Thank you, Ms. Lina, Dr. Ghada, for arranging this session for us. We are proudly representing Qubits Learning as a publishers of computer science and AI education curricula only to be delivered into the school premises. And we do proudly have the chance to be partnership and doing this partnership with all prints to be our exclusive distributors in the market and to take this onward with you in the schools for a later discussion as well. So my name is Mona. I am representing Qubits Learning as a product expert, and I am the Middle East director at Qubits Learning. And I'm proudly today with you to showcase what we are having as a solutions and offers in the field of computer studies and AI education. I would like please to request your collaboration with us through the chatting or even in the Q&A section, where we would be very proudly at the end to have your questions all answered and all your clarifications being declared and answered. So let me start first of all by sharing my screen from my end. So here we are. I hope my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes.
I will start by presenting as well. So what is Qubits Learning? Qubits Learning is a publishers of computer science and AI studies. We are a team of over than 200 team members who are only dedicated to ensure the excellence of computer studies learning, being updated curricula to work on the new latest and the new concepts of computer studies and how these are reflecting our everyday presence. We are present in all countries internationally, introducing as well other countries and USA. Our presence is more than 3,000 schools we have in our reach and impact. In addition to the Middle East, we are into more than 15 countries with over than 500,000 students who are using our resources and more than 9,000 teachers who are delivering the concepts within the classroom. We would like to start by showcasing how the program was planned and prepared. So, to ensure we are following the latest teaching methodologies in the classroom, we are implementing and planned the curriculum to be prepared on a project-based learning approach, making sure that these projects are aligned to the real-world applications and ensuring that we are using the best of the technology in education to deliver the best instruction way to cover and make sure that we are taking into consideration all the learning styles within the same classroom. And to meet these requirements, we were one of the only publishers who were awarded the STC seal of alignment for their platform to ensure its modular design, its intuitive interface, and how these were planned to be customized instructions and planned to maintain the latest of computer education experiences. So why we have chosen CS and AI studies? I do believe we have maybe some teachers with us joining today. We might have some leadership teams who are working with us today, but at all, we are all family members who have either children, sisters, brothers, or whatever, who are exposed and used to on daily basis to everything about computer, how AI is reflecting our day life, how things are changing. Our students now, they are not the normal old schools. They are into more digital citizens. All the concepts related to computing is something for them. It's a piece of cake. I can do it. I can manage it. So what Qubits is planned is to really prepare a solution for this revolution. It's not about just to make a course to be delivered in the classroom, graded, marked at the end of the academic year. Students are gaining their certificates and that's all. No, it's reflecting our daily experiences For that, we have maintained to plan a proper digital platform for digital accessibility, in addition to the complete comprehensive resources from the curriculum preparation and curriculum instruction based, in addition to a proper pedagogy which is focused on a different ground and research pedagogy with blended learning and other introductions of learning pedagogy. So in other words, Qubits provided a full complete ecosystem that in some cases and in some countries and in some schools, we are still missing this to be addressed in a proper way. So, starting with the solution, we have the proper complete solution, which is addressed from KG to grade 12. The KG level, which is more into the 5 to 6 grade age group, which is majorly the KG2 students, and moving further from grade 1 to grade 12 in a complete progression way. What we are offering in this solution, first of all, the complete student resources. So we are delivering all the resources a student need to enhance their learning as a reference or to study from or to plan their knowledge based on these resources, covering all the concepts aligned to international standards. Moving further to the complete set of teacher resources, we have planned a complete kit for the teacher, starting from the lesson plans to the slide decks to the assessments, whether formative, summative, differentiated assessments, basing guides, plus video tutorials. So all the complete kit of the teachers are already prepared and what it is in a customizable format. So they are eligible to customize it to meet their need or to meet their requirement as per the school formats. Now, all these resources are available in a printed version as a print physical copy, but as well, they are added completely on our tailor made computer science platform, which is a complete learning management system prepared, designed, developed to meet the requirement of the CS and AI requirements and studies, and to ensure that everything a student needs is there under one location, under one title. I'm able to access and move it as the way I want to. Now, of course, having a proper curriculum with full resources, with everything in hand, making teachers ready prepared, this is part of our package, is part of the solution. We do deliver all the PD sessions, all the training sessions based on the demand of the schools within all the academic year, whether in person, whether online, group wise, one to one, everything is ready from our end just to meet the needs of the schools. Even we can go for classroom observations, we can go for some tailored solutions, we can plan some preparation for the teachers. So everything needed, we are ready to offer within the package itself that we are offering within this solution. Let's start then and see what are our students expected to learn. What are the learning outcomes we are the students will be achieving after completing these resources. First of all, our curriculum is planned to be internationally aligned to standards. And to make sure this, we have maintained to cover the 5 main core subjects related to computer studies, starting from the digital literacy part, where we are introducing the different concepts about computing systems, networking, impact of computing, and fundamentals of computing, and others. Moving further to another module, which is a design thinking module, where we start in 2D modeling, 3D modeling to web development, and even enhancing the students' learning in the image and video editing. Proceeding further to the computational thinking and programming, where we are teaching our students the proper programming skills to enhance their logical thinking and work in the programming field, from icon-based coding to block-based coding to text-based coding, ensuring we are delivering all this knowledge by addressing all the algorithm, sequencing, and flowchart preparation. Then we have our AI module within the curriculum itself, which is a briefing about what is AI and how AI is going to be developed. I am preparing this in the students to ensure that we are managing to have AI creators. We are planning to have AI developers and not AI users at all. So our main focus is to allow the students to get all the experiences and the knowledge needed to build and to train models of AI. The fifth module, which is completely the data science module, and here it's the basic part of what is data, how data can be collected, cleaned, manipulated, and visualized using different tools to ensure the progression and the age appropriate content. So, in other words, how the scope and sequence will be applied in our curriculum, we ensure that we are having it in a very spiral and progressive way to meet the age group of the students. For example, in the programming module, we will start with the Scratch Junior part where we are basing all our knowledge in preparing some gamification and some set of projects with our students using the icon based coding language. We will move further to the advanced one using more advanced block-based coding like Scratch and some application softwares like Thinkable for mobile app development. Moving further in upper levels, we are going to the Python as a text-based coding, and of course, in higher educational levels, we are giving them the SQL as a structured query language to prepare them in databasing concepts and the GitHub for collaboration and portfolio preparation. In the AI part, we will start by introducing what is AI as a general. They will be addressed to some generative AI tools. From grade 3 onward, the first AI module will be developed by students using different tools, starting from different classification applications, moving further to some LLMs and AI chatbots development, and moving further to upper grade levels where we introduce them to neural networks and some regression applications where they are going to use different libraries and different applications like the TensorFlow, PyTorch, and others. In the data science part, we start initially by introducing what is data. Since the students at this grade level are talking about patterns and others, they have a knowledge of what is type of data they are working on. And the easiest way for them to ensure they are saving all this data, we are using already prepared worksheets like Excel, either in the Office 365 app, or you can apply it using the Google Sheets if you are following an Google Apps school. In upper levels, we go into more data analysis perspectives where we are ensuring to showcase the students how data is analyzed using some arithmetic operations or functions, how we can visualize it using some chart types like linear chart, columnar chart, or pie chart, and giving the different uses of each one. In additional levels of middle schools, we go for more into data validation, data manipulation, and interpretation of this data, and how I can collect some data resolution and data summary of that. In higher educational level, we go into more dashboarding, addressing students and introducing them to our language for data analysis. And for the prediction systems, we do ensure to offer them the time series forecasting models using their knowledge of Python and the libraries and packages of Plotly, NumPy, and others. In the design thinking model, we start in 2D modeling using TuxPaint, moving further to 3D modeling using Tinkercad, and in upper levels, we do move to web development using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript in a very step-by-step introduction, and to ensure they are able to present, to prepare all these works and present them in front of anyone for any presentation purposes, we are addressing them to the PowerPoint skills or Google Slides application. In the digital literacy, we will start from an initial part of what is a computer, what is internet, how can I use a computer safely, how can I use the internet safely by ensuring the online safety, ethics of using technology, and cybersecurity concepts. In a step-by-step perspective, we will go in a progressive way to reach to a level where we are addressing them to the logic gates, to packet tracers, to topologies, networking protocols, and other advanced concepts like embedded systems, levels of abstractions, and others. So this is the complete curriculum, which is prepared from K to 12 to meet the standards online, but it is addressed in a spiral progressive way to ensure students are taking skills based on their age group. That's the complete scope and sequence, which is available into two pathways. One is called DigiChamps and the other one is DigiPro. For the DigiChamps, we are covering all the digital literacy part, the design thinking part, and the data science parts. In the DigiPro, we are covering all the programming units and the AI units. So we are splitting all these 5 main modules into 2 books to be addressed within the same academic year to our students. To move further, what other offerings Qubits is offering? So apart from this progression of K to 12, for all the concepts and skills, for the students who would like to sit for college board exams, and specifically the international students who would like to have AP courses sitting, so we have a two stand-alone course books for the AP Computer Science Principles and AP Computer Science Programming. In these course books, we do offer them at any grade level in high school, of course, and these are offered and prepared and content developed as if students have zero knowledge of what is computer science. So we have maintained the idea that I need to develop the student knowledge as if they have zero information and to have it as a complete resource for themselves to work on and plan it from their end to sit for exam and get the score they are targeting and looking for. In addition to that, we have a third offering Qubits is doing, which is for high school perspective. Currently, internationally, schools in high school are moving from a normal offering of courses and a normal offering of subject matters into an elective way. Why this? This is for mainly to be more into career-related subject areas. So our main focus is to offer more courses that are more career-related, and this will be their preparation level to go into a university level studies. From these courses, we have computer programming levels 1 and 2, using Python coding language, computer programming levels 1 and 2, following the Java programming language, web development levels 1 and 2, data science with Python, data science with R, computing system and networks. We have the complete resources as an elective course for robotics. And here, once I'm talking about robotics level 1 and 2, the school should have the Lego Spike Prime kits in the school to be able to plan and develop the project ideas. We have additional courses related to physical computing and automation system using microcontrollers like Microbit and Arduino. In addition to that, we have cybersecurity foundation course, AI foundations, and visual communication with Canva. So what we can do is one of two solutions, either to go to a proper curriculum from K to 12 as it is, or in higher school, we can go into more career-related subject areas. In addition to that, and before going to proceed with the digital experience and how this digitally all is accessible, another standalone course following the vision and the prospects of AI education in majority of the countries and especially ministries of education, they are offering this AI literacy course to ensure students are enhancing their knowledge in these concepts by hands-on activities, practical way, in a progressive way. So we have developed our own Discover AI pathway as a standalone curriculum just for AI literacy purposes, which is aligned to the UNESCO framework, to AI for K to 12, and even to the new CSTA standards, which is the Computer Science Teaching Association. And in each grade level, we made sure to be meeting the framework to cover 6 main core dimensions of AI literacy to ensure students are getting address to the foundations of AI, what are the ethical uses of AI and the social impact of using AI, what is data, accountability of collecting the data and using it to train the models, and preparing the proper algorithm for that, then moving further to train a model and build up their own AI models. This Discover AI is available only in a digital format like the elective courses as well, to make sure that students are engaging with the systems while they are preparing their projects and working on their projects using different simulator ideas and other concepts. So these are the complete offerings the Qubit is doing to make sure that we are getting all what we need from SES and AI studies perspective as the latest international standards worldwide. Now, all these contents in the DigiChamps DigiPro, they are available into two formats: printed books, digital experience. Discover AI elective courses are available only with a digital experience studies. What do I mean by digital? Digital means I have a platform which is a web-based where every single user in the school will be accessing in order to do all this learning and follow-ups. How can I access it? In the following way. So first of all, I will start by logging in to the system. How I need to log in. The system is a web-based system. It's not an app to be downloaded. It's completely web-based. I need internet connection and I need to go to the web browser, type qubitslearn.me, and here we go. If the school is following one of these learning management systems, which are one of the international ones like Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams, Schoology, ClassLink, or Clever, we can make a single sign on synchronization, which will allow every single user to use the email address or the school account to access our platform without the need to create a standalone credential for them. Additional to that, if it's not this, if the situation is not this, then we can offer different ways of logins. Okay, what type of roles do we have on the platform? We have an admin role, the teacher, and the students. For admin and teachers, a username and password will fulfill the requirement. For a student, we can either follow a username and password, and a school will be indicating what type of username and password. We can follow a class code option where every section will be having a unique class code, and every student in this section will have a passcode. A third option, which is a QR code, they can just scan it by their handheld devices. And we are adding for K-2 a different option, which is an image login. Let me start by the experience of a student. If I am a student in the junior level, then I will have this type of platform. So if I am from KG to grade 2, I will be accessing all my resources through my Qubits Junior dashboard. I will be putting my username, my password, or my class code, or my QR code, or the fourth option, which is an image login. Once I will log in, I can change my mascot. What is the character or the avatar will be representing me. And we are using everything from the ocean as a creatures. They are collecting scores on how they are progressing and they are collecting points. These are how they are overall performing with us. They will have the books that are assigned to them only added in this content itself, not like mine. This is a demo account. Once they will click on the course, they will have all the units added. They will start exploring the concepts by doing lesson by lesson and moving from one level to another. They can control the mode of lighten, like I have light and dark mode. They can access the course outline completely from here. In addition to that, they are gonna follow the focus mode and horizontal way of representing the content with all the videos added and all the concepts applied in the same way. One more feature we added for this type of students is the read aloud option. So this will give the students an easy access to have this read aloud option and to like save the teacher's time, not reading every single detail in the book by herself or by himself. This is how they will be working and this is how it will be done. Let me go to the next lesson. In the home tab, students will be able to practice any project idea related to Scratch Junior because this grade level are working on the Scratch Junior. I don't need to download it. I just need to build up the project, test it, change the background to any project idea as per my teacher is asking me to do, and that's all. I don't need to download the software or the app on any device, and this will give me an easy of access anywhere I'd like to. I will have my challenges assigned. I can go through these challenges and submit them. And I have my quizzes added. I can attempt submit and it will be completely auto-graded. So this is from KG to grade 2. What about the higher grade levels? The dashboard will be a different way. So in higher grade levels, they will have this dashboard to be accessed. Starting from the Home tab, the students will be able to view all the assignments assigned to them by the teacher. What are the quizzes assigned? What are the activities assigned for them to prepare and submit? How they will do this, either from the Home tab or within the course itself as per the teacher requirement. They can go to the progress and check their progress in the course, what is their engagement time on the system, and how this time is classified between learning time and assignment submissions and practicing time. What is their performance based on their marks on each lesson by lesson? And we have added the typing tutor. I will give an overview over that. So within this typing tutor, I can see as a student how I am progressing in my keyboard skills. Going to the courses, I have my keyboard fundamentals where I can practice keyboarding directly from the system without the need to go for any additional third party apps. In addition to that, I have my courses will be listed. Let us say I'm a grade 3 student. So here I can have the full book content uploaded to me, lesson by lesson, topic by topic, but no assignments uploaded unless they are assigned for me by my teacher. I will click on the lesson. I can go through the content, the explanation, the video tutorials, which are fully accessible on the system. And for practicing, I have for coding all the IDEs embedded in the system. So here, for example, we are teaching them on how to paint a sprite. So they can go to the sprite, use the paint option, and start drawing the shape they are looking for in this application, which is the state of matter. So they are reviewing the content and at the same time they are practicing without losing the focus, unit by unit, lesson by lesson. Once they will finish, they will check what the teacher assigned for them. They can open the assignment, plan the code, practice it, test it. If it is that what I need, they can submit it and check the teacher's marks and the teacher feedback after the teacher grades this work. Either they can do it while they are practicing automatically, or they can go and check everything like starting the challenge, reading the question. And here we have different types of submissions. Number one is a text-based open question. Number two, which is uploading a file like a picture or whatever based on the requirement of the question. Number three, which is to submit a code using the IDE itself. Then they have the quizzes options where they can just start the quiz, confirm the submission, and finally they can get all their scores automatically uploaded. In addition to that, students have a My Projects tab. What is this My Projects? This is a folder linked to their account on the web for them just to create any idea from a creative perspective, regardless of what we are offering as projects in our curriculum. They can use any of the IDEs that we have, including, for example, Python or a block Python as a transition phase. They can plan their projects and figure what? Everything is completely auto-saved without they need to save any idea from their end. They can run the code, check the output, and if needed, they can share it with the teacher for the teacher to evaluate it or even to have a view over what I have planned. So a detailed step-by-step addition of all these are completely added, including HTML, CSS, JavaScript, including the Python, the JavaScript, Scratch Junior, and even the structured query languages. At the end, we have the reports part where me, as a student, I'm gonna gain access to my report to see how am I performing, what I did, what's my progress, what's my total score, what's my timing, and everything from my account as a student. This is from a student perspective. Of course, we have our tutorials added to ensure that students are able to use the platform properly and they can control and control the light and visibility of the platform. Let us go now and see what is about the teacher. If the teacher will log in, there is something more. In the Home tab, I can control everything about my classroom as complete sections or one by one section. What are the assignments assigned? What is the status of their assignments? Whether I graded them or I didn't grade them? Did my students submit or they didn't submit? I can control everything from here. I will receive their codes or their files. I can view them, check the coding, give a grade, and go to the second student one by one and save everything. Moreover, I can check the progress of my classroom, their engagement time and how this time is reflected per units, their performance based on the marks they have collected, and how they are performing in their typing tutor and typing skills. Going to the courses, of course, the teacher will not have everything about the courses, only the classrooms they are teaching. For example, let me go for a different level like a grade 9. So here you can see all the book content uploaded, the same in all grade levels. The first part I will start with is my teacher resources. I have my pacing guides where I can check the pacing guide, I can download it and customize it. It will be a Word document. I have my complete yearly plan already prepared in an Excel format. I can download it, customize it, or use it if I'd like to. We have the complete scope and sequence uploaded. Next to each lesson, we have the lesson plan uploaded. I can download it and customize it if needed. I have the complete slide decks ready, so I can use them as they are and use them to deliver the course material in the classroom, where we have uploaded everything, including all the answer keys to the challenges, all tutorial videos, everything is there for you to use it directly in the classroom, but still you can download and customize if needed. The teacher guide is as well uploaded and added automatically, lesson by lesson, for you to get all the instruction base needed, all videos, everything you would like to, you can access directly from your teacher guide. As you can see, all the topics are added. Can I view as a student? Yep, I can view it as a student by following the student view option and moving further step by step and see everything the students will be working on. For Python, it's a completely executable way of addressing the content. So students will be able to get the code, they can run it, go by line debugger, download it, and even they can customize and make any changes based on what they are working on. In addition to that, we have at the end of each topic a set of challenges, which are assignments to be assigned for students. I have different challenges, differentiated, medium, hard, and easy levels. I need to assign to a student by clicking on the assign. I can check either for subgrouping, for differentiated task submission, or the complete classroom or student by student. So as per my need as a teacher, from a start date and time to an end date and time, save it. In the setting options, you can go for a grading and what's the maximum mark to be added for this work. Now it is assigned and it's in the students to work on. At the end of each unit, we added a quiz, which is a set of questions with auto answers marked. Points are marked. You can assign them and allow your students to attempt these quizzes. And once they will confirm their submission, it will be completely auto-graded work. Can I do my customizations as a teacher? Yeah, of course. You can go to the edit option, rearrange the content the way you would like to. This is number one. Number two, you can go and add any unit. You can go create any lesson. You can add any challenge. Like, for example, we are heading in November to the Independence Day of the country. So we can create a challenge to ensure that students are creating some creative ideas. We can create any quiz as per our requirement. We can customize the content. We can customize the current available challenges or the quizzes from our end. So we have the full flexibility to do any changes needed. There is no limitations for the teacher manageability feature. Moving further to the challenges tab, where teachers are able to collect all the students' work. This is submitted. I will click on the submission. I can review the output, how it will be looking like. I can add a mark. I can share the feedback. wherever I would like to share, I can add it as a feedback and I can save it. Now here we added more options, which is allow resubmission. What does this word allow resubmission? Means giving your students a second chance for them to work this assignment once again. For the quizzes, it's the same. I will collect the quiz work for our students and I can give them allow resubmission. The rostering usually it's done between us as a team at Qubits Learning with the IT administrator in the school. No need to worry about that as a teachers, as a students or SLT team. What is needed from a teacher is if a student missed their password, just you can regenerate the password automatically. We don't need to wait any person to do it. We can create as many subgroups for differentiated learning or differentiated tasks assignment as required. And the gradebook, of course, it will be just one click away of downloading option. The same My Projects tab is going to be added in the teacher account to ensure teachers are able to create any project, share it with the students, and even collect the shared work from their students as well. In the Reports tab, as a teacher, we have the following. We can gain what's my students' classification as per the performance level of their marks, how they are performing in a unit by unit, lesson by lesson perspective, how they are performing in an assignment by assignment, and I can get all the student by student progress report as well. So me as a teacher, I have full accessibility to everything going on my class from the same platform. Moving further to additional features that we are gonna add in just 2 weeks from today, just we are awaiting the academic year to go to its end so that we are not confusing the teachers with these new big updates. I will start by, sorry, I think I typed the password wrong. I'm sorry. With something called Live Lab. What is this Live Lab? Live Lab is a place where I can have a real-time follow-up on the students' work while they are working at the same time. For example, this will be a very good example to be used in online learning and even within the classroom, because sometimes I am asking my students to go, but I'm not having a proper work or proper follow-up in the classroom due to the big number of students. I can create a session, I can give it a name, I can choose what is the IDE I'm working on, I can start planning all the tasks I'm working on, create it. Then I will have all the students that are in my classroom. I can invite them to this session. Once I will start it, my students will be able to join the session. I can review one by one how they are performing, who are active, who are not active. I can chat with them student by student, but they cannot chat with each other. I can get an AI feedback whether they are working or not working, are they progressing or stuck, and I can get a playback recording of how they are performing in this part. In addition to that, once I end the session, mark it as completed, I'm gonna gain a full recording of every single student's work I have gained. So a full recording with a run option to run their code and have it fully visible. So here we are doing full real-time implementation. In addition to that, we have added a lot of simulators within our courses to ensure that we are delivering the skills to the students in an easy, comfortable way of addressing the content. For example, I'm teaching authentication or maybe classification. Students will start learning within the book itself, within the content digitally, using a simulator. So here, for example, what are the different roles inside a school? We have a student, a teacher, a principal, and a visitor. If I am a student, am I allowed to go to the gate? Yes. Am I allowed to go to the server room? 100% no. I'm restricted access to there. So here we do deliver the concepts step by step. Then we start introducing all the concepts and address it from our perspective. So that's what we are offering as a complete solution from our end. One more thing I'd like to showcase is one practical experience about some of the AI projects students are able to do. Currently now, in our meeting today, we have this virtual background. This virtual background is completely a model that's prepared in AI to remove everything in the background and put this image in that. How this is done. This is how we teach students AI. This is how they develop their AI models. For example, I'm going to ask them to use their camera to put the camera input to get the video and what is in my background, which is the messy background I have right now. Then I will ask them to use models. These are pre-trained models, pre-trained AI models to read the body language and to read my body exactly. So the body segmentation model will take the image as an input and give me a masked output where it will remove all my background. How can I get this output? Getting it means using the mask visualizer where I will give my image, but the mask I need to use is the mask from the visualizer. Here we go. No background. My body is on where the messy background is still behind me. How can I add an image to my background? So here we need to give the students the details about I need to get a new input, which is the image. Let us add the image. Where I can get the image, I can browse my computer and upload any image from the computer. Here we go. Okay. I need to make them two into one. I need to combine them. To combine them means I am processing an image mixer, which will take the image I uploaded from the system as the first image and the masked image that I created to remove the background as a second image. And here we are doing this. This is how we teach students AI. They build their models, they use some pre-trained models to plan their project ideas. Then they have a train model option where they are able to create different classification programs. For example, a circle. Another one will be, for example, a square. And I can add as many classes as I'd like I have a triangle. How can I feed the computer with data? Either I can use the webcam directly or I can upload some projects from my end. Here I'm going to use some uploading images. For the circle, I have a few projects of circle images. For the square, I will upload some square projects. For the triangle, I will upload some triangle projects. Now here comes the question. Are the students, once they are learning and studying within the curriculum, get these images ready? Yes, they will have a link to download them. Or as a teacher, you can ask them to collect data and use it in preparing any trained model from their end. What is this? This is the AI IDE that Qubits prepared, developed, and it is embedded in our systems. You don't need to have any limitations on what type of hardware I am using from my end. So here I am training the model. Once it's trained, I will start and check the model. Let's start predicting. The easiest way to predict is to use my face. Let's see what it will take it. It's more into a circle face. So this is how we work. Now then they can go with any different objects, the mobile, whatever you have as an object, and try to have some prediction ideas. So this is how we do teach our students from an AI perspective, the AI preparation and others. One more features that we have added as well is pseudo coding option. The pseudocoding is a new tool that we added as an IDE in our platform to ensure that students are able to prepare their logical thinking skills in a very dedicated way. So in this way, they have the pseudocode IDE added. They are able to test the pseudocode, which is not a C++ program or a Python or a Java or any program. It's just a logical thinking way of planning a solution. They can test the answer, and as well they have their own pseudocoding reference sheet to see and review all these concepts and prepare them in a very detailed way, since majority of international exams are built up on pseudocoding. So we find multiple solutions to meet all these requirements from our end. What Qubits offers is empowering all our educators by proper PD sessions, certifications by the end of each academic year, multiple webinars, multiple events, a vast library of lessons, and advanced concepts if needed, tailored solutions if needed, and we have our dedicated support team who are available 24/7 anytime within the academic year. Qubits as well goes beyond the classroom. We do organize international computing Olympiads to ensure students are able to join internationally in competitions. Our last competition was on 2025, where the main concept and the main theme was the sustainability goal number 13, which is the climate change and how we are planning to have heroes of climate solution. This year's Olympiad is unfortunately postponed and delayed due to the current situation. That's why we have not announced it yet. And in addition to that, we can offer support in collaboration with All Prints as our exclusive representative in the country for internal competitions within the same schools or campuses of the same school. I'd like to thank you all about giving me the chance to do this. I like to see what do you have questions? Just send me your questions and I will be more than happy to answer you. We have first of all one question based on the previous table. How many hours per week are required to implement this curriculum? So the first question I'd like to answer it is that from grades 1 to 8, you need between 1 period to 2 periods per week. In grades 9 to 12, you need between 2 to 3 periods per week. In elective courses, it depends on the course. Some courses need 2 periods per week. Some courses need 4 periods per week, like cybersecurity and AI foundations. Regarding Discover AI course as a Discover AI specific, you need only 1 period per week as a complete academic year of 30 weeks per academic year. My second question, I have been looking through the Qubits books for cycle 1. I have a concern regarding the language level. It feels like it's written for native speakers rather than ESL students. Thank you for this question as well. So we have planned or our curriculum to be ensuring that we are not having the language as a barrier. That's why we are adding all the images in a step-by-step detailed way. We are adding them in a text-based as well as we are adding a video as a tutorial video to ensure the step-by-step instruction. And this will be as an enhancer for their language additionally to that. I'm going to give you some experiences of some implementation phases in the countries. So even in national schools in different countries whose language is zero at all, for the current region in our country, it's much more higher level. So they are able to work it properly without any challenges. I think we have one hand is raised, which is from Miss Iman Abbas. I will give you the speaker option, please. You can just address your question, Miss Iman. You should be unmuted if you'd like to address any question. I think. Okay. Any more questions you would like to ask? I'm ready to. Just let me know, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions and make sure that you are able to get all things clarified from my end.
May I ask the participants if they can just say the name of the school they're teaching in?
Yeah.
Please.
I will give all the attendees the speak option, so you can speak loudly if you'd like. So I am just giving you all as an allowed to talk option. No. Got it. Yes. Mr. Haytham from Maqasid.
Maqasid Association.
Yep.
There are just a few names that I'm not familiar with. So that's why I wanted to make sure.
Hello,
Hi, Miss Mariam.
it's Mariam Akil.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, so I'm I'm teaching in LEST, Evangelical School.
Okay.
Tired, yes.
Okay. Very good. Thank you for joining us. Do you have any
Thank you.
questions?
No, everything is clear.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank
You're
you so
most
much.
welcome, Maryam. Thank you for attending as well.
Thank you.
Mr. Haytham, would you like to address more questions? Since you had the time to review the books, I like it.
Hi.
Most welcome, sir. Hi, Miss Noor.
Hi, how are you? My name is Mrs. Noor, Canadian High School.
Nice to meet you.
Okay.
Okay, so just what challenges do schools usually face during implementation?
Thank you. Sorry, would you like to address a question?
Yeah. What
Yeah, please.
challenges do schools usually face during implementation?
Thanks, good. As per the start of academic year, maybe the first point would be just to be able to access digital platform, just to get them used to how to use the platform properly. It might take you maybe 1 or 2 periods. After that, things will be very smoothly implemented. And nothing usually we are facing any challenges from our perspective and our even classroom observations in the schools.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you it as just a barrier because it might be something new to them.
Okay,
Very well.
thank you.
Can I ask Miss Nada? Would you like to address any question, Miss Nada? Al-Hur?
Hello, everything is clear.
Thank you, Miss Nada. Thank you. Miss Buthaina? Would you like to address any question, Miss Buthaina? I'm not sure. You are not muted, but we cannot hear you, Miss Buthaina, if you are speaking. I'm so sorry for that.
I think she has an internet issue because
Maybe, yeah.
she joined from 2 devices or something.
Mr. Desolien?
Oh, sorry.
Yep. Yes,
Mrs.
please.
Sorry, Mrs. Ghada, I have a question for you, please.
Go ahead.
It's about actually if a school wants to gradually transition into a full AI, okay, and
Yep.
computer science ecosystem. طيب.
Yep.
what implementation roadmap would you recommend
Mhm.
over the first خلينا نقول 3 to 5 years?
Yep.
Mm.
Now, I'll tell you something. Even if you need to start it at once in all grade levels, you have the opportunity and the flexibility to do it. What we can do, we can plan tailored solutions. So we can sit academic to academics. What did you cover this year? Where is your students' learning prospects? Where they cover? What did they cover? We can plan a specific solution to meet your requirements in a way that you can have everything implemented in all grade levels. For example, in grade 9, I didn't teach Python, but I want to start Python coding. So what I can do, we can offer you a planned solution for that digitally on the platform, or you can work on the levels of the books because we are writing on the book a level basis. So you can use this level to work on the students' levels of learning as well in addition to that. A third option, we do cover the gaps of learning of our students through bridging courses. So we do have a proper bridging courses to not only to cover the gaps in the learning as well as to just recall all whatever we taught in the previous year to start with the next year as a prerequisite. So different solutions we can offer. If you'd like, we can go in a one-to-one meeting whenever you would like to or you have a chance to. We can plan directly together. Okay, I gave this in one, what I can give in parallel. I give this in 2 and 3 and 4. I can give you a solution and you can review it if you'd like and proceed in this.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're most welcome. I think Ms. Buthaina, she's mentioning, are you hearing me? Now I cannot hear. Sorry, Ms. Buthaina, we are not able to hear you. We are so sorry for that. Ms. Abir, Said or Saad? I'm not sure. I'm so sorry if I'm spelling the name wrongly. Any questions you'd like to address? Okay, so I'd like to thank you all for being with us today. We will be sharing, of course, certificate of participation for today with the recording link of the meeting that we have done. You can reach out to our representatives in the country, Ms. Lina from Allprints, Dr. Ghada as well, anytime you would like. If you'd like to arrange a one-to-one meeting within the school premises, let me know. We can arrange this as well from our end, just to meet your needs, your requirements, and plan whatever you think is better for your students at level number 1. It's our priority as well. I'd like to thank you all for this and to dedicating the time for being with us today, and wish you all the best and a lovely evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Mana. It was really useful.
Thanks.
And thank you everyone for joining.